Welcome to Shortstop on Pool. I want to say thank you to my patrons. Hey, I just wanted to make a short video. I'm going to try not to ramble very much. I wanted to make a quick video on chalk holders because I'm a fan of chalk holders and I got a bunch of them, as you can see. Just want to give you my opinions on them. I'm not sponsored by any of these makers. I'm not going to show their brand names, but I'll give you hints on where you can look for them. But I just want to talk about what I like about them, what works for me, which might not be what works for you, but at least you'll get my opinion on the different features of these chalk holders. First of all, why chalk holders? You know, I've been around pool for over 40 years, since 1980, and for most of my career, this has been the standard for chalk. It's just a little master or sometimes triangle chalk, and you just set it on the rail like that, not like this, like this. And you know, there's anywhere from 2 to 4 pieces of chalk on different parts of the rails, and didn't we kind of get a sense, an unconscious sense of where the chalk was? You'd shoot a shot and stand up from the shot, and you'd just go like this and pick up the chalk to carry it with you while you're chalking over to your next shot. It's almost, either it was in our peripheral vision or we just knew where it was and we just picked it up without even looking. And I thought that was pretty cool. Anyway, that's how chalk's been almost my whole career. In the last 10, 15 years, lots of things have changed. You know, when pool gloves first came down, I stayed away from them, but I shoot with a glove every day now. And then this whole phenomenon with chalk holders. The most popular chalk holders, I believe, today are the holders that have the stick on them. I'll show a picture of them. Everybody knows what they look like. Everybody's probably got 2 or 3 of them, and they just go in your pocket. Historically, snooker players, it's taboo to leave chalk on the rail. You just don't do it. And so a snooker player will put the chalk in their vest pocket. One of the first chalk holders that I bought was a little pouch that went on your belt. And that one I'm not going to recommend. I didn't like it. It got dirty with chalk, so your fingers would get chalk on it when you grabbed the chalk. And then it was hard to kind of finagle, and sometimes it would get stuck and wouldn't come out of the pouch. And that all interrupts your flow when you're trying to play pool. You want something that's real easy and seamless. I think chalk holders are the way to go. Lots of things are happening in the last 10 years, and especially today, that different people and promoters and such are trying to raise up the game of pool and make it more professional. And chalk holders are a small part of that. We don't want to see any chalk on the rails of the table. And if you're playing, if it's your inning at the table, you only need 1 piece of chalk. Just have it on your person. And I think it helps you shoot better. Because if a chalk holder is on your belt, or I carry mine on a pocket, you know where it is all times. And it's just like the old days. When it's your turn, when you want to chalk your cue, you just go like this and grab your chalk. And when you're done, you just put it back. And you never have to look at it, and it's always with you. So for those 2 reasons, I think chalk holders are the way to go. I think it's the right thing to do. It's the right move for pool. So if you don't do it, hey, look into it. I've got a selection of chalk holders here. 3 of these 3 are 3D printed. So they're made out of a plastic type of material, and the maker just prints them, prints them on demand when you order them. Then this one is made of metal. I believe it's aluminum. Yeah, and so you can get it in different colors, I believe. And then this one is leather. And so I'm going to talk about the features real quick. All of these are magnetic. So the holder portion, the part that holds your chalk, is either metal, and then there's a magnet inside the holder, or there's a magnet in the holder and a magnet in here. The problem that every single one of these holders has is that it comes with one of these chalk holders, and you can lose the chalk holder along with your chalk. And then you're left with the clip, and you got nothing to hold your chalk. So I want to talking to the manufacturers of these chalk holders, you need to make this part available as a separate item. So I don't have to buy a whole nother chalk holder if I ever lose this. You're going to notice here on this one, I've got the holder, the chalk holder, that goes with this one, and I'm using it with this leather clip. And that's because I lost the part that holds the chalk. And these are like $30, $35, so I didn't want to buy another one. These chalk holders are meant to clip on your belt. So if you are a woman or a guy who is wearing a belt and wants to clip them on your belt, they work good. This is what I want to caution you against, is being a larger guy, I often wear shirts that go over my belt. So I want it on my pants pocket, okay? And the problem with having this on your pants pocket is you can go to put your chalk on here and pull it off and it falls on the floor. Because this is made for your belt, and so it doesn't stick on your pocket. It just slips right off. This, in my opinion, if I had to choose just one of these chalk holders, this would be the one, the leather one. And here's the reason why. It has 2 magnets. It's the only one of these that has 2 magnets. There's one on each half of these. So when you put it on your pocket, it doesn't just pull off. So if you stash your chalk, you're not going to accidentally, well, you can drop your chalk holder, but you're not going to accidentally pull the clip off and make it fall on the floor. You actually have to take it off in order to remove it. This metal one is really cool, a nice design, but it has the same issue. It'll just lift right off your pocket. Now, if you're wearing it on your belt, no problem. It does not come off your belt. So that works fine. But if you want a chalk holder to go on your pocket, you're not going to want one of these. These 3 chalk holders come with a single, or chalk clip, belt clips, come with a single holder. And I lost the holder for all 3 of these. But it'd be something like this. And you get your holders in square for your Master Chalk, or octagonal or hexagonal for Kamui or whatever brand. I play with Tom Chalk, which is round, and you can get round holders for these. So the holders that come with these, you just get one single holder, and that's it, which is fine. It's all you need if you don't lose them the way I do. These 2 chalk holders each come with a holder and what's meant to be a cover or a second holder. So in other words, one of them is shorter than the other. So you start with this one, and you use your chalk, and when your chalk gets lower, then you can pull your chalk out and put it in the shorter one. So that's kind of a cool feature, except that the magnet doesn't stick to the same part of the holder. So it doesn't stick as well. So I'm not sure if that was the design intent for this particular metal holder. They may have meant it just to be a cover so that you don't get chalk dust inside your case. Now, I just recently bought this chalk holder, which is my current favorite. And this looks like another 3D printed one. It's just a plastic 3D printed one. The clip does not have a magnet. It has a piece of metal in it. And this is a really minimal design. I love it. And it doesn't look like it would stick very well, but it actually does. You put this over your pocket and it does not come off. So this is an excellent design. You can remove your chalk and place it back really easily, and it's not going to come off until you want it to. This one comes with 2 chalk holders, the tall one and the narrow one, which is good. There it is. So the magnet just pops out, and there's a little recess that you stick it in. This one's nice because it's got a hole in it. You want to find a holder that has a hole in the bottom, because when your chalk gets really low, you're not going to be able to grab it over the edge. You can use a pencil or something to push it out. My favorite chalk holders of all of these are these 2. I'll put them down here. This one I think I bought at Pool Dog, but it's probably available on eBay as well. What's really cool about these leather holders, they're really nice and they last forever. But what's really cool, you can get them in all kinds of colors and patterns and designs and different colors of thread and different colors of leather. So there's a lot of options you can personalize. This one I think just comes in black, but it might be another color. This one I found on eBay, so if you're interested in that, I think you can find it. If you just search eBay, you'll find that one. But what I like, the reason why these 2 are my favorites is they stick to your pocket. They won't fall out of your pocket when you use them. So that is my take on chalk holders. Take that for what you will and decide what's important, what features are important to you. I hope that's helpful to you. Thanks for watching, and see you next time on Shortstop on Pool. Thanks. Bye.